provide all these countries in the Middle East, Iraq, Iran and what have you, the right to their own economic self-determination. Look at the coups they've arranged over the last 40, 50 years to depose governments elected by popular support and popular...
Having a series of other speakers from the Birmingham TUC and...
social media to raise awareness about the reality of the situation. The mass media is working so hard to counter the narrative.
War, including our government, will also have to pay the price in the long run. And it is our duty to call them out for their crimes and other countries in a conflict that they have not decided for themselves. What is this US exceptionalism, this unilateralism, where Trump, literally a major kid in the White House, a big celebrity in the White House, can decide that he wants to destroy the world and do whatever he wants at his own behest? And children, and who funded them? It was the US.
Shame!
Shame on the US.
Actually, again, as far as we're concerned, the Americans over the weekend, the demonstrators who are right to say, you know, that they want no to wars, no to occupations, and yes, that money...
Him with chemical weapons to use against innocent Iranians and Iraqis, to then invading Iraq, leading to the deaths of over 1 million individuals, to then supporting and sponsoring the likes of ISIS and Al-Qaeda. The reality of the situation is that Qasem Soleimani and the Popular Mobilization Forces pose the greatest strategic threat to the existence of ISIS. So in reality, by assassinating these individuals, what the US has done is it's risked re-nurturing ISIS in the region because they pose the greatest strategic threat to them. The reality of the situation is that Trump has opened a bloody and open war with the nation of Iran itself. You must have seen the pictures of the funerals where millions and millions of Iranians and Iraqi individuals came out in solidarity with who they consider to be their revered martyrs. The reality of the situation is that America has no care for international laws. It's willing to break all the rules. What happened was illegal. You know, General Qasem Soleimani is a top general of another nation's military, and he was in the international airport of another country. So essentially what happened was illegal, and what Trump has done is he's opened the way for other reckless actions to take place at the hands of other governments and other people.
Natural resources, oil, minerals, gas and military strategy. It's about time this sickening cycle came to a stop. The Middle East countries have got the right to their own economic self-determination as defined by the UN Charter of 1948. Why can't they be allowed to build their own economies in peace and trade with the rest of the world in peace? Why do we need all these interventions, assassinations and coups? It's about time it all came to a stop.
Today to protest against the escalation of hostility against Iran. It was an act of war by Trump in killing General Qasem Soleimani. We know there has been a retaliation, a measured one by Iran, but there is still a danger that this will lead to full-scale war. And we want our government here in the UK to not ally with the United States in another brutal, unnecessary war in that region, which has already become destabilized and caused misery in that region, as well as instability and more insecurity and increased terror attacks in the West. So it's very, very important that we stand up for peace and for justice and for humanity, and that's why we've come out today.
Yeah, we're here rallying against the assassination of the general in Iran. He was second in command. None of us here want to have war in the Middle East. They've suffered enough in the last 13 years since the Iraqi invasion. More than 1 million people have been killed, many of them women and children. So we're here today protesting in Birmingham city centre to tell Trump to stop no more wars.
अमेरिका मुदाखलत कर रहा है और वहाँ पे खाना जंगी शुरू करना चाहता है। आज यहाँ पे बरतानिया में बर्मिंघम की तमाम कम्युनिटी ने इकट्ठे होकर एक मैसेज दिया है कि हम पूरी दुनिया के अंदर अमन चाहते हैं, पीस चाहते हैं। हम इस तरह की कोई वार नहीं चाहते हैं जिसमें इंसानी जानों का ज़ाया हो। और हम यहाँ से डोनाल्ड ट्रंप को भी यहाँ से पैगाम देते हैं कि तुम दुनिया में अमन रहने दो, तुम दुनिया में जंग मत बर्पा करो। ये किसी सूरत में भी ये हमें कबूल नहीं है। और बरतानिया के अंदर इस हवाले से हम अपना पीसफुल प्रोटेस्ट जारी रखें।
ये जो आज का ये प्रोग्राम हुआ है, इसको बेसिकली स्टॉप द वार कोलेशन ने अरेंज किया है और इसमें वाइट, इंग्लिश, मुसलमान, हिंदू, सिख, शिया, सुन्नी, ईरानी, इराकी, लोकल सारे शरीक हुए हैं और सब ने मिलकर कहा है कि वी डोंट वांट वॉर, वी नीड वेलफेयर ऑफ आवर पीपल, वी डोंट नीड वॉरफेयर। अमन का पैगाम है और ये हमारी ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट को और अमेरिकन गवर्नमेंट को और सारी दुनिया की जो खुसूसन इंपीरियलिस्ट गवर्नमेंट्स हैं उनको रियलाइज़ करना चाहिए कि ये अमन का वक्त है, ये जंग का वक्त नहीं है। और पाकिस्तानी गवर्नमेंट को भी पैगाम देना चाहूँगा कि ईरान हमारा इस्लामी मुल्क है और उसने पहली दफ़ा जो है वो अमेरिका को जो है वो जवाब दिया है जो कि देना चाहिए था। पाकिस्तानी गवर्नमेंट का फ़र्ज़ बनता है कि बिल्कुल पूरी कुव्वत के साथ ईरान के साथ खड़ी हो।